I want to just clear something. You told me about Gidi Fire. Before you told me regarding Gidi Fire, you asked me for Eloswan, you asked me for Dotu, you asked me for Deji, you are Groovy. I'm not exposing you, but I'm just saying that for me it was cool. When we were in lockdown, we had the conversation. First of all, we say we will never quarrel for a guy, and we say everything about the house, it will be cool. Yes or no? Diana, Amaka, yes or no?
Welcome back to Reality Tving channel, and today we are going to be talking about day 2 of the BBNaija Reunion Level Up season. Let's get right into it. So this season started with Daniela being questioned about the triangle between her, Khalid, and Doyin. And then according to her, they are all good and there's nothing. They also asked Khalid. Khalid was like, that's like even decades back for him. He has moved beyond that. Doyin was also singing the same song. There is nothing there. I say he has even spoken to Khalid and everything is all good on their side now. And yes, we hear them. Judging from the way we've seen things happen, even on social media, we do not think they're best of friends now, or we do not think the friendship now between them, especially with Diana with Khalid and Daniela with Khalid and Daniela with Doyin. It wasn't like how they were so close in the house, but they are all not in a bad space though, but they are not as close as they were before. It's one of those things that usually happens in Big Brother. Then after that, we went, Chichi was asked next. Ebuka was like, Chichi, it looks like you fell out with a lot of people in the house. Now, all these things we're talking about, they're just talking about Cape Town now, all that happened in Cape Town. And she was like, no, she didn't fall out with a lot of housemates in Cape Town. That it was mainly Deji that she had issues with. And then Ebuka tried to rattle her. Was like, okay, what of Chomzi? Ask Chomzi. Chomzi was just like trying to evade the question. But Chichi's own is, I think we're going to come back to it, especially the issue with her and Deji. Deji is going to come in at some point, but he was not around here. So they just freed Chichi's own and moved on to Groovy and Phyna. And just basically what happened in Cape Town. And Ebuka was asking Groovy how he enjoyed Cape Town. He said it was very good, sort of Phyna. And we saw something here. We saw that Groovy was, as much as possible, trying to avoid calling Phyna's name. And then the question moved to Phyna, and Phyna was basically trying to dead it fast. Like, it was good. I didn't enjoy it. The weather was cold. I had fun. But it was just what it basically was trying to say, that it was like a forced fun in Cape Town when it came to her and Groovy. And then it ended that one day. Clearly, we're still coming back to Groovy and Phyna, but that will be in later episode or other days. And he moved on to Amaka. Okay, and then we started talking about the newsletter. It was Christio that brought it up. If you remember, Adekunle wrote a newsletter to his fans, said they should subscribe to his email. And that looks like that was the first or second. And we've not seen anyone after this newsletter, like the newsletter that ended all newsletters. So he wrote a newsletter to his fans. And that was what caused a lot of issues. On YouTube, we're going to put the newsletter and the content. It was more like the main thing that caused issue was the statement, all the flexing that your housemates are doing is sponsored by Pepsi, and don't let anybody deceive you. And as at the time when he wrote this newsletter, Sheggz had bought a Gucci bag or a designer bag for Bella, which was put online. Even her sister, she went live with her sister and I was like, oh, who bought you that designer bag? And Bella was basically saying, you know who and all. After that, he had bought Azo in a club, and fans, they were moving and talking about it. And then came in this letter of all that your fans are doing is sponsored by Pepsi. So, BBNaija fans, it was read simply that he was talking about especially Sheggz and trying to say that Sheggz spending this much money is sponsored by Pepsi. And Sheggz caught the sub immediately and tweeted back then that he bought their zoo and all. Now we are revisiting it now, and Adekunle is like, first of all, the newsletter was for his fans, and he was not directing it at any other housemate. And in fact, he was surprised that the housemates caught subs. In fact, there were like about 5 of them that caught subs, because Swag also saw things about going live and all, and Swag was going live, and at that time we hear Adekunle. In fact, when Adekunle said this, most of the housemates did not agree that okay, it wasn't a sub, and immediately Bella also jumped in. I was like, everyone on the internet talked about the Azo, because Adekunle was claiming that he didn't even know that Sheggz bought an Azo, that he was far from where Sheggz was in the club. And Bella was like, no, you can't say that, because even online everybody was talking about the Azo and all, and that Adekunle is not being truthful about it. We hear Adekunle, but what we say is that the tone of that letter, it looked like it was for some, it might have been directed to the fans, but the content of the letter looked like it was about the housemates. So I'll leave it at that. Then we saw Doyin apologize to Saif. We clearly missed it, because it looked like Doyin spoke down about Saif's looks, and she apologized. That was something most of us didn't catch when she said all that though. And then Amaka and Diana. Interesting, because it started off with Ebuka asking Amaka the fact that she was going for Gidify, did she not know that Diana was in the picture? And Amaka started with the fact that, okay, I didn't even know that Diana was in the picture, because every time I asked Diana about Gidify, Diana would always say there is nothing there. Then Ebuka asked, after the Saturday night that Diana fought Rachel for Gidify, did things not get clear to you that, okay, Diana likes Gidify? And then Amaka was like, oh, well, Diana did not directly come and tell her anything, and she was just getting feedback from other people, and she didn't think there was anything strong between them. In this place is where I fought the Amaka, because we remember clearly after this garden fight, by that time, level 1 was upstairs and level 2 was downstairs. Amaka went back. Then her and Phyna were still in good books and were still very chummy and good. And I remember her being skeptical if she should step back from Gidify or not. And Phyna was telling her that if she likes Gidify, she should go for it. As at that time, Amaka knew that there was something between Diana and Gidify. But there was a push, and if that's what you want, go for it. You shouldn't stop you and all. And by the time they merged the house, Amaka pursued things with Gidify, and that was where the fallout came from. But as at when Diana fought Rachel, that was a clear sign. Even if she wasn't sure of anything before, that was a clear sign that Diana was into Gidify. Anyway, the episode ended with the fact that they were still going on the back and forth. And this time around, social media is saying Diana decided to expose Amaka because the conversation took a left turn. It just looked like Diana came and started dropping names out of nowhere just to get at Amaka. Anyway, we'll wait till tonight's episode airs, and then we'll see whether it was deliberate or not. Thank you very much for sticking with us. Please stick around for more other reviews. Thank you.